For lowering elapsed times, there is no other that packs more power per dollar than Squeeze. On this segment, we'll be installing NOS's new LS2 nitrous plate kit on our 2006 Trailblazer SS, equipped with GM's LS2 engine along with a progressive controller. Then we'll take our SS to Irwindale Dragway to test her under the influences of NOS.
What we're doing today is installing the NOS LS2 plate kit on this 2006 Trailblazer SS. We're also going to upgrade it with a progressive controller that allows us to fine-tune the nitrous or manage the ramp up. We're also going to install a POD, or pressure on demand system, which includes a bottle heater, a bottle opener, and a POD controller, and we're going to finalize it with the NOS purge kit. Our first step is going to be mounting the bottle. So we want the valve facing forward, the label facing up, which will put the siphon tube at the very bottom.
Next, we installed the NOS POD kit, starting with the bottle opener. It only took a few minutes to hook everything up, including the bottle warmer, before we moved to the wiring. We took the time to make sure all of the nitrous wiring for the NOS progressive controller and POD system was tucked away neatly throughout the truck, including the switches for arming and purging the system. Those we mounted in the center console. After piecing the truck back together, our attention turned to mounting the NOS plate kit and solenoids under the hood. From there, we removed the throttle body. The new NOS nitrous plate simply slid right in front of the intake manifold and bolted in using the supplied hardware. NOS includes everything you need to mount the solenoids to your LS engine. First, we applied Teflon thread sealant to the inlet and outlet fitting for both solenoids before attaching them to their mounting brackets. We started with the fuel side of the system. After mounting the fuel solenoid to the passenger side of the engine, we plumbed it into the fuel rail and the nitrous plate. From there, we repeated the same process for the nitrous solenoid and wired the two solenoids to the progressive controller via the wiring we had already run from the cab of the truck. That buttoned up the installation, and then it was off to the track. The plan was to make a good 1/8 mile non-nitrous pass before hitting the NOS to get a good baseline comparison. The Trailblazer's best naturally aspirated run was a 9.2 at 78.47 miles per hour, which equates to low 14s in the quarter mile. Not exactly what we're looking for with our TBSS, which currently has Cook's headers, Corsa exhaust and a tune. Now it was time to see what the NOS LS2 plate kit would do. We set up the NOS progressive controller to come in at a conservative 3,500 RPMs at 45% and ramp up from there to 6,400 RPMs. In addition, we set the NOS pressure on demand system to heat the bottle to 950 PSI for optimal performance. The results were impressive, an 8.44 at 86.88 miles per hour. The Trailblazer picked up almost a full second and gained just over 8 miles per hour as it went through the traps, and that's only on a 100 shot. That's easily a 13:10 pass on a full quarter mile track. With a set of Nitto 20-inch drag radials on order, we should pick up in the mid-12s without a problem. Not bad for just a little NOS.